Have you ever wondered if a car could truly give you everything you want without emptying your wallet? Imagine a compact SUV that not only looks modern and stylish, but also packs technology you usually expect in much pricier vehicles. That is exactly what the 2026 Corolla Cross promises. At first glance, the idea seems almost unbelievable. How can a car priced so reasonably offer so much innovation and comfort? But if we dig deeper, it begins to make sense, not just from an engineering perspective, but from the way humans connect emotionally with their cars. By the end of this video, you'll understand why the Corolla Cross is not just a car, it's a smart choice that appeals to your mind and your heart. And if you watch till the end, you'll discover an aspect of this car that makes it stand out as a must-have for anyone serious about technology and value in 2026. When it comes to cars, humans are wired to notice certain things immediately. Design, presence, and technology are not just superficial features. They trigger psychological responses that make us feel powerful, confident, and satisfied. The Corolla Cross is designed with this in mind. Its exterior presents a compact yet strong silhouette, lines that are sleek and purposeful, not just random styling choices. Studies in environmental psychology show that humans respond positively to symmetry and clean design. We feel more confident and even smarter when we are associated with objects that reflect these qualities. The Corolla Cross is deliberately designed to tap into that instinct. Its front fascia carries the classic Toyota reliability cues, but with a modern twist, signaling that this is a vehicle for the present and the future. Step inside, and the psychology of comfort and control becomes immediately apparent. Humans are drawn to environments that make them feel safe, capable, and in command. The Corolla Cross interior uses these principles effectively. The seats are ergonomically designed, supporting your posture and reducing fatigue during long drives. The cabin feels spacious, yet it retains a sense of intimacy, which is critical in making drivers feel secure without feeling lost in a cavernous interior. Every control is placed thoughtfully, giving you the sense that the car responds naturally to your intentions. Even small details, like the positioning of the infotainment system or climate controls, matter psychologically. When things feel intuitive and easy to reach, it reduces stress, allowing drivers to enjoy the ride without subconscious tension. Technology in the Corolla Cross is not just for show, it taps into deep human desires for control, safety, and connectivity. Modern drivers crave cars that understand them, anticipate their needs, and provide reassurance. Toyota's designers know this, and it shows. Features like advanced driver assist systems, intuitive navigation, and multimedia integration give the driver confidence. Psychology tells us that humans experience reduced anxiety when they feel prepared and protected, and in a car, this translates into smoother, more enjoyable drives. This isn't just about flashing gadgets, it's about enhancing the emotional experience of driving, which is exactly why car enthusiasts form attachments to vehicles that get them. Perhaps the most fascinating aspect of the 2026 Corolla Cross is how it combines innovation with affordability. There is a specific psychological principle at play here called perceived value. When humans perceive that they are getting high-end features for a lower cost, it triggers a reward response in the brain. You feel like you've made a smart, strategic choice, and that sense of accomplishment increases satisfaction exponentially. Car lovers are particularly sensitive to this effect because they are trained to compare features, performance, and pricing across multiple models. The Corolla Cross creates a rare balance. It satisfies the desire for cutting-edge tech without causing buyers remorse over the price. Beyond rational value, there is an emotional reward in driving a car that aligns with your identity and lifestyle. Humans use objects like cars to signal competence, taste, and status, even subtly. When you sit behind the wheel of a Corolla Cross, you are not only driving a vehicle, you are making a statement about your understanding of quality and technology. Your car becomes an extension of your personality, satisfying both conscious and subconscious needs. For car lovers, this is an important factor. They don't just buy a vehicle for transport, they buy an experience that reinforces their sense of self and achievement. Finally, the 2026 Corolla Cross is a reminder that sometimes the best innovations are not about extreme luxury or outrageous performance. They are about smart design, thoughtful technology, and emotional connection. This car makes you feel prepared, safe, and valued. It appeals to your logic with practical features and to your emotions with design and comfort. Watching this video until the end will reveal exactly why this SUV is being called unbelievable by enthusiasts. not because it defies engineering logic, but because it satisfies the subtle human desires that make us fall in love with a car. In short, the 2026 Corolla Cross challenges the notion that you must choose between price and technology. It reminds us that good design meets human psychology, and when it does, the result is a car that feels personal, smart, and satisfying. If you think technology always comes at a steep price, this vehicle might just change your perspective entirely. The moment you approach the 2026 Corolla Cross, its design communicates purpose and confidence. Humans are naturally drawn to symmetry, balance, and subtle power cues in objects, and Toyota has clearly understood this principle. The exterior styling is neither flashy nor overwhelming, yet it exudes a quiet authority that resonates with the modern driver. The clean lines, bold grille, and slightly elevated stance give it a presence that feels both compact and commanding. Psychology research suggests that when people perceive balance and strength in design, they instinctively assign qualities like reliability, intelligence, and capability to the object. For car lovers, this is the first emotional connection. The car doesn't just occupy space, it projects confidence before you even sit behind the wheel. Step inside, and the design philosophy becomes even more apparent. The cabin is designed around the driver's experience, placing comfort, control, and accessibility at the center. Ergonomics play a huge role in human satisfaction. Seats are sculpted to support the natural posture of the body, which reduces fatigue and enhances long drives. Humans are wired to respond positively when their environment adapts to their physical needs, and the Corolla Cross does exactly that. Its spacious interior creates a feeling of freedom without sacrificing intimacy. You are not overwhelmed by space, but you are not cramped either. This careful balance affects mood subconsciously, making you feel composed, calm, and ready for the journey. Every control and surface in the Corolla Cross is designed to be intuitive and reachable. This taps into a psychological principle called cognitive fluency, the ease with which your brain processes information. When controls are logically placed, your mind experiences less friction, and driving becomes a more relaxing, enjoyable experience. This is especially important for car enthusiasts who are sensitive to small inefficiencies. Simple things like the placement of the infotainment screen, climate dials, and steering controls may seem minor, but together they create a flow state where driving feels effortless and engaging. The interior materials also speak to both the senses and the psyche. Soft touch surfaces, well-placed textures, and a subtle contrast of colors signal quality and care, reinforcing the perception of value. Humans are naturally drawn to objects that stimulate multiple senses harmoniously. When a car feels premium without an overwhelming price, it triggers a positive emotional reward, a feeling that lingers every time you enter the cabin. For car lovers, this attention to detail transforms a simple drive into an experience that feels crafted for their lifestyle. Comfort extends beyond seats and materials. It is also about how the car responds to your environment. The 2026 Corolla Cross offers thoughtful climate control, allowing drivers to maintain ideal conditions effortlessly. Humans are highly sensitive to thermal comfort. Research in environmental psychology shows that even minor discomfort can reduce satisfaction and increase stress. By managing these variables automatically or intuitively, the car makes you feel in control, relaxed, and focused, enhancing the overall emotional connection. Storage and utility are another subtle yet powerful factor in the Corolla Cross's design. For a compact SUV, it manages to balance practicality with aesthetic appeal. Humans derive satisfaction from objects that are both functional and elegant. The car's thoughtful compartments, flexible seating, and cargo solutions address practical needs without compromising style. This is the kind of design that car enthusiasts appreciate deeply. It satisfies the rational need for utility, while still appealing to the subconscious desire for beauty and order. Another element of design that resonates psychologically is the sense of safety and stability. The slightly elevated stance, solid build, and thoughtfully engineered proportions communicate that you are in a vehicle designed to protect you. Human brains are wired to recognize safety cues instinctively, and when a car delivers this through design, it creates a sense of reassurance and trust. Car lovers understand this intuitively. They are drawn to vehicles that not only perform well but also provide peace of mind, even before experiencing the tech features. Finally, the Corolla Cross demonstrates how emotional and functional design can coexist. Every curve, control, and comfort feature serves a purpose. Humans respond to objects that respect their physical, cognitive, and emotional needs simultaneously. The Corolla Cross does more than transport you. It makes you feel capable, smart, and appreciated every time you drive. It's a subtle but powerful psychological effect. The car becomes part of your identity, a reflection of taste, intelligence, and discernment. In essence, the 2026 Corolla Cross is a study in how design and comfort influence human behavior. Its exterior conveys confidence, its interior nurtures relaxation and control, and its details stimulate satisfaction on multiple levels. For car lovers, this combination creates a deep, lasting attachment. Driving the Corolla Cross is not just about reaching a destination. It's about experiencing a vehicle that has been engineered to connect with your mind and your emotions, giving you a sense of reward that goes far beyond the physical act of driving. Technology in the 2026 Corolla Cross is more than a collection of features. It is a carefully crafted experience designed to align with how humans think, feel, and respond while driving. People are naturally drawn to systems that make life easier, safer, and more enjoyable. This car taps into that instinct perfectly. Every piece of technology is integrated not for show, but to enhance your sense of control and confidence. From advanced safety systems to intuitive connectivity, the Corolla Cross demonstrates that practical innovation can feel surprisingly luxurious without carrying a heavy price tag. One of the most noticeable aspects is the advanced driver assist technology. Features like lane keeping assist, adaptive cruise control, and blind spot monitoring do more than prevent accidents. They reduce mental load. Human psychology shows that when we feel prepared and supported, our stress levels decrease and our focus improves. For car enthusiasts, this creates a sense of mastery over the road. The car doesn't just react to danger, it anticipates it. This anticipatory design aligns perfectly with the way the human brain processes risk and reward. The result is a driving experience that feels safer, smoother, and more controlled, which builds a strong emotional attachment over time. Infotainment and connectivity are another area where the Corolla Cross excels. The touchscreen interface, smartphone integration, and voice-activated controls are all designed to minimize distraction while maximizing interaction. Neuroscience research shows that humans are more satisfied when their environment responds predictably and efficiently to their commands. By providing an intuitive system, the Corolla Cross reduces frustration and increases engagement. Drivers feel like the car understands them. Every tap, swipe, and voice command reinforces the feeling that technology is an extension of their intentions, not a separate, confusing entity. Safety goes beyond systems to encompass the overall design and structure of the car. The Corolla Cross uses reinforced materials and crumple zones in ways that are invisible but psychologically reassuring. Humans have an innate response to perceived safety. Even subtle cues like solid construction, weight distribution, and visible structural integrity influence our emotional state. Knowing that the car is designed to protect you and your passengers releases a sense of calm and trust, allowing the driver to focus on the road and the driving experience rather than subconscious concerns about danger. Another aspect that makes the Corolla Cross remarkable is how Toyota balances advanced features with affordability. This taps into a powerful psychological phenomenon called perceived reward. When humans recognize that they are gaining premium benefits without paying an excessive price, the brain releases dopamine, producing a genuine sense of satisfaction and pride. Car lovers are particularly sensitive to this because they often compare features, performance, and price across multiple models. Here, the Corolla Cross provides the feeling of having made a smart choice, an emotional reward that extends well beyond the dashboard. Hybrid technology, if included, adds another layer of practical innovation. Beyond fuel efficiency, hybrid systems give drivers a sense of forward-thinking responsibility, a subtle but important psychological reward. Owning a car that reduces environmental impact while maintaining performance enhances personal identity, making you feel responsible, aware, and in control. For many enthusiasts, this combination of performance, efficiency, and foresight is a strong motivator in their attachment to a vehicle. Even small conveniences play a role in shaping emotional responses. Automatic climate control, adaptive lighting, and easy-to-use infotainment systems all reduce friction in daily driving. Psychologically, humans prefer environments where predictable systems reduce uncertainty. The Corolla Cross anticipates these needs without drawing attention to them, creating a sense of seamless support. Driving becomes less about managing tasks and more about enjoying the experience, which is exactly what car lovers seek in modern vehicles. The integration of technology with emotional satisfaction is what sets this car apart. It is not simply a collection of gadgets, it is a psychologically intelligent system that aligns with how drivers perceive comfort, control, and achievement. Humans respond positively to environments that offer both function and reward. By providing technology that enhances safety, convenience, and connection, the Corolla Cross satisfies both rational and emotional needs. This is the reason why cars with smart integration often inspire loyalty and admiration among enthusiasts. Finally, technology in the Corolla Cross is a bridge between logic and emotion. It appeals to reason by offering tangible benefits like safety, efficiency, and connectivity. Simultaneously, it appeals to emotion by making the driver feel capable, informed, and valued. For car lovers, this combination is irresistible. The psychological effect is subtle but profound. Driving the Corolla Cross is not just a task, it is an experience that feels rewarding, empowering, and enjoyable every time you start the engine. In essence, the 2026 Corolla Cross demonstrates how thoughtful technology can transform a car into more than transportation. It becomes a partner, an enabler, and a source of satisfaction that resonates deeply with human behavior and psychology. Every feature is carefully designed to reduce stress, enhance control, and provide emotional reward, making this compact SUV a rare example of innovation that feels personal, intelligent, and surprisingly attainable. Absolutely. Here's Section 4, Price versus Value, for your faceless YouTube script, fully engaging, psychology-driven, and seamlessly flowing from the previous section, around 850 words. When the price of the 2026 Corolla Cross is revealed, many are immediately struck by how reasonable it is for a vehicle packed with so much technology and thoughtful design. Humans are naturally drawn to bargains, but what makes this SUV truly compelling goes beyond simple cost. Psychology shows that people feel a sense of satisfaction and pride when they perceive that they are getting exceptional value. The Corolla Cross creates this perception perfectly. It combines practicality, advanced technology, and comfort in a package that feels rarely achievable at this price point. And for car lovers, that triggers a profound emotional response. Value is more than just the sticker price. Humans evaluate worth through a combination of features, performance, and emotional satisfaction. In the case of the Corolla Cross, every feature, from safety systems to hybrid efficiency, from ergonomics to intuitive tech, contributes to a perceived reward. When drivers recognize that they are gaining premium benefits without paying a premium price, it activates a sense of accomplishment. This subtle psychological reward makes the car feel not only practical but also smart to own. Car enthusiasts, who are trained to analyze every detail, immediately sense this balance. They feel as though they have made a decision that demonstrates intelligence and discernment, and that feeling stays with them long after purchase. Comparing the Corolla Cross to competitors highlights just how exceptional this value proposition is. Many SUVs with similar technology and comfort features cost significantly more. The psychological effect here is contrast perception. Humans evaluate choices relative to alternatives. When they see that the Corolla Cross delivers comparable features for less money, the sense of achievement is amplified. It's not just about saving money, it's about making a choice that feels strategically wise. This explains why cars that balance cost and features often create stronger emotional attachments than vehicles that are expensive but overcomplicated. The car's design, technology, and comfort all reinforce this sense of value. Humans naturally assign higher worth to objects that satisfy both practical and emotional needs. The Corolla Cross